Why do complete strangers obey some people and ignore others? It isn't always strength, it isn't always wealth, and it certainly isn't always fear. Most of us encounter authority long before we ever enter the workforce or vote in an election. We meet it in a classroom. One person begins speaking and everyone else begins listening. Not because she's the strongest person in the room, not because she has the most money, but because authority begins with something deeper than power. It begins with responsibility. It begins with knowledge. It begins with trust. Like the driftwood carried by a river, none of us chooses the authorities we're born under. Parents or teachers or employers or governments. The invisible current isn't authority itself. It's why people choose to recognize it. Authority doesn't end with having a title. It has to be exercised. A teacher doesn't simply stand at the front of the room. She corrects mistakes. She asks difficult questions, expects accountability. Sometimes authority encourages us. Sometimes it tells us we're wrong. The question isn't whether authority makes us comfortable. The question is whether it's leading us towards something true and worthwhile. As adults, authority surrounds us in different ways. A police officer, he'll direct traffic. A judge, he'll settle disputes. A supervisor, he'll lead a team. None of them personally knows everyone they influence. Yet society functions because people recognize legitimate authority. Most of the time, we don't stop because we're afraid of the officer. We stop because we trust the rules behind the uniform. You see, that's the invisible current working. Authority works best when it's seen as legitimate, not merely powerful. The greatest test of authority comes when the stakes are highest. A commander isn't respected simply because he gives orders. He's respected because others trust his judgment when difficult decisions must be made. Incentives matter here too. A leader who sacrifices others for personal ambition eventually loses loyalty. A leader who serves those under his care earns something far more valuable than obedience. He earns respect. Authority isn't measured by how many people follow you. It's measured by how willingly they trust you. History shows that authority rarely disappears overnight. It weakens when people lose confidence that it's serving them. Institutions don't fail because authority exists. They fail when responsibility is replaced by privilege and trust begins to erode. People respond to what they repeatedly experience, not merely what they're told. It's like the driftwood meeting a stronger current going down the river. Entire societies can change direction when enough people conclude that authority no longer deserves their confidence. Trust is difficult to earn and easy to lose. The best teachers don't create lifelong dependence. They prepare students to think for themselves. Good parents prepare children to become adults. Good leaders prepare others to lead. The invisible current was never simply authority. It was the responsibility that gives authority its legitimacy and the trust that allows it to endure. What invisible current is shaping the way you respond to authority today? Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.